Welcome back everyone in this new live development video about building an auto battle game. In this video we're going to fix up our spawn bug where when we start the combat it fails to spawn the units if we don't move them. So in here it's spawning, go back to recruit phase and go back to combat phase and they are empty. So we're going to try to fix that issue in this video, and I believe it's going to be we're going to start off with the player state, send combat data. We're going to print the amount of units in there, and if we don't see the proper amount it means there's a problem. So we should see 1 and we should see 1 once more. So we have sent the information regarding the units. Are we clearing that? Yep, we are. Are we receiving this? We have another print screen which I want to get rid of. Yep, that one. So we are receiving hello world once more. So this is triggering. Are we receiving the information to spawn the proper units in here? So I guess the problems is gonna lie in the last thing we've done, which was the actor puller. Yep, because our logic was working. So we're telling our... So is this the thing that is failing to work? So these prints are for the base units on the bench. We're supposed to spawn 1 unit, and now we're still supposed to spawn 1 unit. So I guess this is working. We have an error in the unit itself. Are we calling this when the unit is being pulled? And one thing we want to do is to remove the skeletal mesh when we are... Oh yeah, we forgot to... I think we forgot to reuse, to repull, to release the unit we're not using anymore. So, but first off, we need to release this. So when we're back in the pool, we're gonna empty the skeletal mesh. Like this. And we want to hit play. Are we receiving the hello world? Yep. And yep. So this means that we are managing to find the units to use, but we still have to go to our actor puller when we are creating the units. We should be binding ourselves to the fact that their state has changed with a new function called receive units receive actor on actor released, which is gonna take a unit as parameter and state, and we're going to specify that we want to use that event here. And what happens when an actor is released? We want to release actor like this. We want to move that unit in the pool actors, and we want to remove it from the use actor. Like this. Is it gonna change the situation here? I don't think it is. Yep. We're gonna draw when that unit is being spawned. We're gonna draw a debug point at its location. Just to see where it spawns, if it spawns. So we have a debug point here. We should have one here as well, but we don't. So we can't see any draw debug point here. So that's kind of strange. As if we weren't triggering this. So we have an archer. And we have an archer once more, but it doesn't seem to be working here. I guess there's something wrong regarding the fact that the server is not drawing the debug points. I think we want to check out where the units are being told to spawn. Just to see if everything is fine on that side. So we're not seeing anything here, which is logical. So we're telling the unit to be spawned, but it's not being spawned. And I think I can understand why. So we're telling it to spawn here, and maybe this is gonna print false. It's gonna fail to teleport the actor. So this is going to to show the marker at the same point. So, and I did not see, it failed to teleport the unit, and I think we want to do something like, I think the only problem this problem can be solved by teleporting the unit back to the pool location when it's been released. I think it's gonna solve the issue here. which is kinda ugly, but yep. But at least, oh, so I guess it did not fix the issue. We want to see if our teleportation stuff is working here. I think we have a problem on that side. So we managed to teleport the unit. We moved all units. Oh yeah, we're moving all the units. The 40 units, we're teleporting them. And it says we're using 2 units, no, actually 1. That's quite strange that we received two print screens when we teleport here. We should only be receiving 1. False and false. So I guess I understand. I think the fact that we receive 2 prints is our problem, I think. Oh yeah. We only want to release our actor if we go back to the pooled state. That way we will only receive 1 print. Yep. But it's not working anymore. And I think the fact that we are receiving that print, this should read true and here false. I mean no, it should say true. And here it should say true as well. We're failing to teleport our unit for a reason I'm failing to see. Draw debug point. Once more. I think we do know that we are spawning the unit in the right spots, but we still want to see. So we have the dot on the right spot, we still have it in the right spot, and once more, but we are failing to teleport the unit. That might be because the unit is still in the same spot, whereas it should have been released from the pool. So I guess it means the unit is not being released from the pool properly. So where did we, yeah, in here. Well, we are indeed receiving that print, which means the unit is being released from the pool. Oh. Yeah, we are calling this, and the pool location is outside of a grid. So there is something wrong in our logic. I will only be printing that value if the skeletal mesh of that unit is valid, and I hope it will work to see only the print of the units I want. No. Yep, that's because we want to grab the skeletal mesh of the skeletal mesh component. And now it's working. We did not change the logic. We just emptied the skeletal mesh, and maybe that was the... No, there is no single reason changing this should have affected the spawn logic, I believe. Why is it even affecting this? We're only releasing... This means we're only releasing... Oh yeah, okay. We're only releasing units that have actually been fighting, and it seems to be fixing our bug. But I think we shouldn't be fixing the bug like this. But for now it will do the trick. So what happens if we do this? So we have units there, and we don't have units. But we know we should be using the units here. One of our problem is that our in-game state is actually releasing all of the units at once when we clear the combat phase, even if they are not used. So I think we need to do something like, if you are not pulled, I won't be releasing ya. Like this. So we have our units and it's not staying. Oddly. So we have an issue with our pool, definitely. We are removing everything regarding the capsule. Okay, I know what the bug is. I think the bug lies within the fact that we are not clearing the name of the unit when we are releasing the unit. So we have two rangers against. And it's not working. We only have strange things going on. Okay, we have no one there. It's teleporting units, but it's failing to give it its name if we are clearing it here, which means that we are calling this when the name hasn't been set yet, I guess. Are we overriding any of the logic here? Not yet. I mean, yes we are, but not when we move from static or pooled. Which means that something is wrong with the unit row not being set properly, I guess. When we reach that spot, we don't have our name yet, which is not normal. So we're gonna receive prints here. Oh no, because only when we go here, and not even. We're supposed to be reading prints here, but we're not, because we are clearing the name here. So it's throwing errors if we clear the name. Well, why is it throwing errors? Yeah, because it doesn't know what units to remove. Oh, that's quite strange that it's throwing errors. And we should be reading prints still, which means that there is, oh no, because I forgot, yeah, I forgot to say that we want the current feature here. So it says we need a warrior. It says we need a warrior once more, and it still says we need a warrior. But we don't know. So it's working. We are extracting data from a row, but we are no longer. What are we failing to do? So it said we need a warrior, but was it written on the square? It's not even written on the square. And when I move it, is it? Yeah, it's written knight when we're in combat. So, but it's not written none when we're not in combat, when the unit fails to spawn, which means the unit isn't even there. So I guess the unit might be here at the top over here. Yeah, of course. We knew it was that bug all along, because it fails to teleport the unit. And maybe we're just be doing something like set actor location. Oh yeah, one of the issue we can have here is if the unit is replicated. We don't want to be doing this on the client. That can be one of the issue we have. Maybe we can do this. And we also need to make sure we don't teleport the unit here if we are not the server. Maybe this will break the logic for the combat unit of the client. Yeah, it is breaking it. So we need to get class defaults. We need to see if this is replicated, but I think we're already doing this here, and we'll collapse this to a function is replicated, is units replicated, which is gonna return a value. This is gonna be a BP units class, in unit class, like this. And when we use actor, we're going to check if the unit is replicated, and if it is, we're going to check if we are the server before teleporting it, like this. We're gonna check if teleport works in that way, and we're going to do the same when we release the unit here. Is this replicated? If yes, we're only going to teleport it if we are the server. Like this, so I think it's going to work on the client now. Yeah, we have a bunch of units. So it's still not working. We still don't have our unit in here when we go back. So we're just gonna use try with set actor location. So yeah, the teleport was the issue here, apparently. And as you can see, it's not rotated properly. Well, I mean it is, but we did not program this. But it doesn't matter for now. So we're going to get rid of that pesky teleport function which was not working. And we're gonna use this as well in here. And what do we want to teleport? That. We're going to hit compile, we're going to look for prints and get rid of them. We don't have any more prints in there. Do we have here? No, we don't. And in our in-game states, we don't as well, and in our grid, we don't as well. If we hit play and put down our units, we'll just go to our grid, I mean square, and set that the text render is hidden in game for now, just for the sake of liking to see our units in a better angle. So I guess it's going to work all the time now. Yep, it is. Is it working with more players? we have our match being planned, and if we hit plus, people are gonna fight with each other. And now I'm fighting green. So yeah, it seems to be working well. Oh yeah, I was always clicking on the same, my bad. I thought it was bugging. So yeah, so we're pretty about this. We don't have any errors there. We can clean a bit and wrap up that video, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.